it creates a really awesome experience. But when you don't and things are missing, then people are like, eh. But that's only for somebody who's Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and we're going to cover the 5 reasons why you or somebody you know should not buy doTERRA from Amazon or eBay or any other third-party site like that. And that's because I've seen a number of comments as well as videos made that's like basically saying they're cheaper, so that's why we're going to do it, right? You know, you can get the quality, best of both worlds, right? Quality and cheaper price. Don't have to, you know, sign up for any membership and whatnot. But there are some really important reasons to consider, and I think these reasons are not factored in to actually people's decision-making process, and they just are focused on, you know, they got the blinders on price, 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 and it's just like, hold on, there's slices of that and other stuff. Okay, so let's get into that. Okay, so one of the main reasons why you shouldn't buy from Amazon or eBay with regards to doTERRA oils is it's not allowed by doTERRA. So there are exceptions that can be made, but that's only if you get approval. And so I'm going to cover the policy on that specific verbiage towards the end of this video so you can kind of get that insight. The second reason is a lack of personalized support, because it's hard to match a name with a face with the solution if you go with Amazon or eBay or something similar for doTERRA essential oils. I mean, there's so many questions and so many like specific things that an individual has that you just can't get from a third-party website like Amazon or eBay. All right, so the third reason is a lack of customized education. Now that sounds very similar, but personalized support is more being able to contact that person like through text, email, phone, social media, other things like that, on top of the, you know, matching a name with a face with the solution aspect. So it's more of like the communication method. Now the customized education element is like more focused on what specific benefits and uses and how does it apply to me specifically, and how can I get that through different mediums as well, through video, through webinars, through seminars, through workshops, through one-on-one conversations, you know, through Skype calls, through, you know, they sound similar and they kind of are, but it is still focused on, you know, adding that educational piece, which is just information, fact-based, benefits, uses, with addition to personalized support. Hey, I have a name and a face with somebody, so boom, we can knock out whatever I'm going through over time with fact-based information and natural solutions that are safe and effective and less expensive than traditional options. Boom, there we go. All right, so let's go with number 4. And the reason why you don't want to purchase from Amazon or eBay or other sites like that is because of potential map issues. Now, I'm not talking about Google Maps or Apple Maps or Waze, if you use Waze Maps, which I do recommend that. Hey, check that out. It's owned by Google, so it's pretty awesome. MAP stands for minimum advertised price. And so basically people can lowball price to move product on these platforms like Amazon or eBay, and so you may be like, haha, see, lower price, Lance, that's why I'm gonna go there. But again, that doesn't factor in the first 3 things that I just previously mentioned, as well as the fifth thing, which is potential quality issues. And so this is going to be a big one as well. And so this means that somebody could be tampering or cutting product to increase profits. That can be, you know, detected by a loose cap or other things like that. And so there's really not a lot of quality assurance that you get from those platforms. And there's also a lack of robust return policy, like going through a wellness advocate and doTERRA. And so there's a whole return policy with regards to time frames and if it's been used or not that doTERRA offers, as well as being able to, again, match that name with a face and work with an actual person, not just a seller or a reseller on an Amazon or eBay platform that's just trying to lowball price and maybe just move product. And so there's this whole element of being able to vote with your dollar. That means supporting people, products, and companies that really align with your values and belief system. That's going to be like one of the main principles to take away, so I'm kind of giving that on the front end here. But there's also another important note to make, and it's you don't want to just go to doTERRA.com either, because they will assign you to someone you don't know. It's better to shop around and work with somebody that you know, like, and trust, and has excellent response time and customer service. These 5 elements are like slices of working with a wellness advocate or distributor. So it's just like there's so many elements of this, which you may be like, oh, that's too much, it's overwhelming, Lance, nobody want to do with that. Or if you're already signed up with somebody, you're like, well, yeah, I've got all of those elements, or I've got a few of those elements, or I've got one of those elements, or I've got none of those elements. But these are all things that are important to keep in mind on the front end, or if you're working through someone, or that's so important to keep in mind with your enroller, or even working with their mentors when you reach out to them, and making sure that you review the policy, which is what I'm going to do right now so you understand what doTERRA's stance is on eBay, Amazon, and other third-party kind of reseller sites. So I'll have this link in the description below so you can kind of read the details, but I'm going to just read it off. So it says, wellness advocates may not sell doTERRA products through online auction or mall sites, including but not limited to Walmart.com, Taobao.com, Alibaba, Tmall, Tencent platforms, Yahoo, eBay, or Amazon, unless they obtain written authorization from the company. That's key. All right, so you may be like, oh, well, so I can buy from Amazon and eBay and I can get the lower price. Hold on, remember the 5 things I mentioned before that aren't just price related? Okay, so let's continue to read the policy though. It says wellness advocates may seek authorization by submitting a completed online auction/mall application located at the website that they have here and to the company for its consideration. And so doTERRA will, has the ability to approve or deny that request as well, just because you apply for it. And then it says upon wellness advocates acceptance of the authorization terms and conditions upon receipt of company's written approval. So application process, approval process, wellness advocates may sell their doTERRA products on the designated mall site. Wellness advocates may also sell doTERRA products through doTERRA replicated sites and doTERRA certified websites. So I have a certified website that I offer the products retail or wholesale from, and I get audited, which means crawlers crawl it for terms that aren't FDA compliant to make sure I am being compliant with regards to my language and verbiage, which is fine. So yes, that's part of the process as well, but it's separate because it's just like a WordPress website, and I just designed it, and boom, people can get the oils that way. So it says also here from the policy, products that have been separated from a kit or packaging may not be sold online. And that's also key, and that kind of goes into the Amazon eBay thing, because sometimes people will, take products because they can buy them in bulk and then separate them and then sell them individually. And so if that's from a kit, that's not allowed. And so you have to think about the integrity of that individual that's putting these items on Amazon or eBay or other, mall sites, as their auction sites, as they say, because if they're not following the directions of doTERRA, do you really want to be buying from somebody that is basically just trying to, directly go against the rules, even when they know they're not supposed to be doing something like that, just because it's more of a shortcut way to get quick money for people that are really price sensitive, or I would just say like more, they just want cheaper oils, and they don't value the process of building relationships with somebody, as well as working with somebody like and trust, so that you can get solutions from somebody through a text or phone call or email or things like that. Building a relationship with somebody. That's so we're human beings. We're relational beings. It's not just transaction. Give me your money and bye bye on this high traffic website called Amazon or this high traffic website called eBay. Like, we're humans. We value relationships, right? So, and if you say you don't value relationships, and I'm introverted, Lance, I'm a loner, I'm a lone wolf, or whatever it is, you still have relationships that if you don't have interactions with humans, you could, have a lot of anxious feelings, or, get into a ditch. We need interaction, even if it's digital, right? So, anyways, I digress. Finally, it says here, wellness advocates acknowledge that the company may implement a minimum advertised price, or MAP or MAP policy, and may use vendors to monitor MAP compliance. And so people that are just lowballing, because you have the retail price, you have the wholesale price, and if somebody offers it, somewhere in there or even below that, that's probably going to go against the MAP pricing. And so that is going to be absolutely key to keep in mind. And again, people are like, well, so the real thing is I mean, this is kind of the crux of the pricing argument, which is if you only have 2 prices, and you really only should have 2 prices. It's retail and wholesale. No different than Costco or Sam's Club, who offer, they offer more of a wholesale rate, but they get it, even below wholesale, I guess. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is there you got retail like Target, and then you got wholesale like Costco. So, Target's not going to give you wholesale rates unless there's a sale or discount or special, right? Then they may, reduce their retail price, but they're not going to offer their products at their cost, right? Unless they're just trying to get it out because it's end of the year and maybe for tax reasons. But even then, like, you're a company, you want to be profitable, even if it's a 1 or 2% profit margin. Maybe you won't get the 25% profit margin. But the point I'm trying to make is if somebody is actually following the rules and offering something retail and not just lowballing something or trying to list a price at wholesale on a, Amazon or eBay site, they shouldn't be offering wholesale because that's not what the deal is. That's like Costco opening up their doors to everyone and saying, hey everyone, you don't need to buy a membership, you just get all the discounted prices. Could they make more sales? Yes, but that's not the point of Costco. The point of Costco is to have an exclusive membership that allows you to have discounts and get products that you love because you find value in them. And that's really what doTERRA is, but instead of a brick and mortar, it's online, and instead of working through a cashier and store manager, you're working with a wellness advocate. And so you still get the discounted prices, but it's through a membership, not just people lowballing prices on Amazon or eBay. What are the lessons learned, you may be asking? Well, you want to work with a real person, not with Amazon or eBay when it comes to getting doTERRA essential oils. Here's the thing, if you're that price sensitive and not focused on quality, service, and price in the form of complete value, then doTERRA through a wellness advocate may not be a good fit for you. And you may be like, what? You don't want a customer, Lance? That's like, the goal isn't to try to sell to as many customers as possible. The goal is to understand people's needs, goals, and see if there's a fit. And if somebody, again, I see that a lot, doTERRA is too expensive, or, I'm looking for cheap oils, and it's like, all right, well, you can get cheap oils with another brand if you're that price sensitive and don't want to pay for the quality and the service that you get as well. And you may be like, well, I don't want to pay for somebody's commission. That's a pyramid scheme or MLM scam. It's like, that's really no different than the cashier that you pay when you're going to, Target or Costco, because everyone gets paid on that sale, everywhere from cashier to CEO. Yes, it's a small percent, but it's still going into their overall revenue as a company, and they have costs and then profit at the end of the day too. So the point is not just, I don't want to pay for somebody. That's why you have to focus on knowing, liking, and trusting the person, product, and company, as well as finding excellent response time and customer service aspects of that wellness advocate. So when you combine all that, it creates a really awesome experience. But when you don't and things are missing, then people are like, eh. But that's only for somebody who's open to natural solutions, open to using essential oils, and open to using doTERRA. If you're anti-MLM, then this is just going to go in one ear and out the other, or probably bounce off your head and hit something else. So anyways, probably hit some unreasonability as well. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out the links in the description below. I'll have more information so you can continue to get your learn on, and I'll see you in the next video.